6 weather. Brought to you by Prime.
Good evening, everyone. Well, after a couple of very cold days, we're taking a look ahead at the long-range outlook, and notice a good portion of the country is going to be running warmer than average for the next couple of weeks. In fact, really everything's really going to happen during the next 7 days, and then it kind of settles back to more average levels once again. So you can see right here in New England, we're going to go through that little bit of a warm up as well. But getting there, we're going to go through a series of storm systems. So let's break it down. First of all, today, well, yeah, it was seasonably cold out there. Only hit 31 degrees, so certainly below the average. But here's the good news. Have you noticed? Maybe not. The days are getting longer. That's right. The sunrise is earlier in the morning and the sunset is a little later in the afternoon. We're gaining, about 55 seconds per day right now. And by the end of the month, we'll be gaining almost 2 minutes of extra daylight per day. So, nice thing to look forward to as we move through the month of January. All right, right now we are looking with a lot of clouds across the region. They're pretty much just a thin cloud. You're kind of seeing the moon getting through the deck a little bit at times, but it is cold, 24 degrees, very dry air with the dew point of 11, and the wind or breeze out of the west at 7 miles per hour. And you can see how cold it is region-wide. There are some teens showing up on the map. Up towards Worcester, it's 19 degrees. Same story as you get over to New Bedford. Otherwise, everybody's pretty much in the lower half of the 20s at this hour. And we look off to the west, back through the Great Lakes. And yeah, this temperature scheme is pretty much the same as what we're seeing here. Although further to the west, there is a little bit of a warming trend taking shape. So eventually, we're going to be getting into the less cold air. In fact, a little bit of a thawing trend coming our way. And I'll show you what we're looking at with temperatures as we get there. But right now, here's what we're dealing with overnight tonight. A little open wave of low pressure running along a very weak frontal boundary. So you can see the snow shield that's associated with it. That's going to come racing through southern New England late tonight and towards daybreak tomorrow morning, only lasting a couple of hours with a little bit of light snow shower and flurry activity. And by the afternoon, we're getting back to some sunshine as high pressure starts to build on in. And for Monday, it'll be a reinforcing shot of cold air, so a chilly day once again. But then we start the warming trend. This first wave, or next wave, I should say, of low pressure comes on through. It's a little bit of a warm frontal boundary going to be associated with this one. So Monday night, we get another round of some light snow. Then we get a break on Tuesday, and here comes yet another weather system in our direction for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. But this one is going to be going a little more to our north, and that will start the warming process. But let's break it down in terms of the near future here, what we're dealing with through tomorrow morning. Again, there's not a lot happening out there, just some light snow showers and flurries scattered about, really coming in between 4, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And if we do happen to see any little bits of snow, it's barely going to be enough to coat the ground. You can see we'll be getting into some sunshine for the afternoon tomorrow, and then it's a much colder, frigid night, if you will, with temperatures dropping down to the low teens Monday morning. But then here we go again. The clouds come back Monday afternoon, and watch, another wave of low pressure comes through with some steadier light snow and might be some mixing down along the south coast. This will have a little more energy with it and bring just a little extra snowfall our way into Tuesday morning before it clears out and starts the process all over again for warming up. All right, so here's what we're dealing with for tomorrow morning. It's barely enough to be measured in some spots, if at all. That's why it's more of a dusting to a coating, and I'd say it's okay. It's enough to track a cat. That's about it. But as we go into the Monday night time frame, the second wave that comes in could bring an additional inch or two to some spots across the region. So again, not a prolific amount of snowfall, no major storms on the horizon, but there is a bit of a warm up in store. In fact, Wednesday morning we'll be dealing with mainly some rain showers, and then another wave coming in for Friday into Saturday, bringing some rainfall. So when we get there, look at this. Our temperatures are going up into the 40s, in fact, mid to upper 40s by the end of the week. Those are thawing temperatures when you're above 40 degrees. So yeah, we'll be waiting for that.
And it seems like for a while we were waiting for our first snowfall, and now we can't seem to get rid of it. It feels like every other night we're having a
these little impulses just keep coming through, and it's so cold. It's very low water content consistency, so it's easy to add up.
We haven't had the big one yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
All right, thank you, Bill. We'll have a